everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. Yes, back for a brand new What's in the Poundland bin. Oh yes, what are we going to dig out, baby? Let's find out.
Poundland bin.
Hello, Poundland bin. How are you doing stuck in here after like 2 weeks or so? Not being able to get out and waddle down to your Poundland and pick some stuff off the shelf. Bored? Are you really? Right, okay, so I'm going to have to stick my little dirty mitt right inside you. Ew. And have a little mix around. Ew. And pick something out. Ew. Okie dokie, here we go. Are you ready, folks? Oh, hang on a minute. I didn't do the blah, 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 did I? I've been stuck inside for so long, I forgot what I'm doing. That's better. Right, here we go. And we're gonna knock the lid off. We're gonna knock the lid off. Got something? Got something. Oh, yes, baby. I got something. What is it? Feels a bit weird. Well, it's not sealed, but it does have a slip cover. Right, okay. He's throwing things across the room now. Well, how do I pick that up without actually looking at it? Where is it gone? Oh, bloody hell, it's gone right down behind the speaker. Go on, shift your arse, Poundland bin. Hang on a minute, I've got to bend down and I don't want my knickers to fall down. Oh, hang on, pull my knickers up. Right, okay. Right, okay, that really did get stuck down in amongst the bleeding wires. Right, okay. Still didn't get a look at it though. Maybe at the back, but I still couldn't tell what it was. It's got a slip. Has been opened. Oh, God, I can't see. I'll do my impression of Rowan Atkinson. Okay, I think it's a zombie film. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the bloke from Desperate Housewives, the gardener. Dead Rising Watchtower? Yeah, I recognise him. Isn't that President Palmer from 24, I think? Oh, well, we've picked it out now. We've got to watch it. Even if it is a load of old crap. Based on the worldwide video game phenomenon. Phenomenon? I'm stuck inside. I'm going mad. Right, okay. Let's get the case off. Get it in the player before I start sucking my thumb. Stuck inside for 2 weeks. I'm going mad. I'm going mad. Oh, someone's waving at me at the window. So, Dead Rising Watchtower. Oh, I don't know if it's a first film or a second film. Just one film. Anyway, let's have a look. Oh, dear. Oh, blimey. I've even got some insight. Hello, can you see my little reflection of my little ugly bumps? Got some inside artwork. Wow. Blimey, they splashed out a bit on that, hadn't they? Inside artwork. Or maybe it's an alternative slipcover. Anyway, there's the disc. Little bit of dust. Still a little bit of dust. In we go. Let's open up as the old player. I tell you what, being in here, I've still got my mind's disking. Being stuck in here for so long, it's getting dustier and dustier. There we go. In you go, chappy. Oh, I know what's coming next. Be more Yoda. Okay, so let's see what Master Yoda is going to be teaching us this week. Oh, we've got a little subsection called Overcoming Obstacles. You're never going to get from just winging it to Jedi mastery without some setbacks. You might be thrown off course by falling short of your own high expectations, suffering a hurtful remark, or seeing your own face inside the mask of your greatest enemy in the depths of a dark side cave. But always remember that no journey ever follows a straight line. What? Right, let's get to the actual page. Okie dokie. Okay, so anything's possible, Padme. Listen to me. Be wary of absolutes. Beware of misplaced certainty. It's easy to assume some things are unquestionably true. For instance, that the Jedi harbour evil intentions or that sand is coarse. And it gets everywhere, even up your bumhole. Irritating and worthy of burned hatred. But only a Sith believes in absolutes. Don't turn against your friends, mentors and everything you've ever believed in for easy answers to vexing questions, especially when they come from a hooded fiend who solves all his problems by shooting lightning from his fingers. Your faith in your friends is yours. A legion of my best soldiers await kicking your bum. Right, okay, somebody actually asked me recently, what are we going to do when we get to the end of Be More Yoda? I've got an easy solution. Be More Lando. And then what happens when we get to the end of Be More Lando? Be More Vader. But what happens when we get to the end of Be More Vader? Be More Leia. You get the idea. I couldn't find Be More Jar Jar. It's probably out of print. Anyway, let's get the lights down and let's get the film on and watch. What is it called? Dead Rising Watchtower. Right, okay. This is definitely a Poundland bin entry. Crackle, snap, crackle and pop.
Two hours later.
Sky Captain, this is Zulu 2 approaching target. Copy Zulu 2, your weapons are free. Roger that, Sky Captain, starting a rundown.
Okay, so Dead Rising Watchtower. I actually thought this was going to be really crap, total pants. But surprisingly, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Basically, the story revolves around this zombie outbreak that's been going on for the last 10 years. They've had 3 zombie outbreaks. And there's this serum called Zombrex. And the Zombrex's tagline is, Zombrex, stay human. Yes, and Jesse Metcalfe plays an online digital news reporter called Chase, who's reporting from the front line around this stadium where all the people have to line up. They have to go in this big tent and they have to have their injections, and that stops them from turning into flesh-eating zombies. Unfortunately, there's something wrong with the actual supply of Zombrex, and after they've been injected, they all start turning into zombies and Walking Dead stuff. So it all breaks out. They all break out. People are running all over the place. He's trying to get away. He's also got a news reporter friend, a camera woman, and he also meets up with this lady here. She's a bit of a ballsy Michonne type character from Walking Dead. Also, Virginia Madsen is in it as well. And she unfortunately has to kill her daughter. But she spends most of the film in denial because her daughter turns into a zombie. And they're all wearing these bracelets that light up when it's time to have their shots. So if they don't have their shots, you know, the lights get faster and then all of a sudden, bleh, it's all zombie action, yes. So they're running around the city, there's looting going on, there's zombies everywhere, they're trying to escape. A bit like, you know, the Walking Dead at the beginning, or Fear the Walking Dead. It's pretty much in line with maybe the Fear the Walking Dead, you know, the beginning of the outbreak. Jumping on top of cars, breaking into buildings, trying to hide. And luckily for them, the zombies are not the Usain Bolt type of zombie that, you know, you had in World War Z, World War Z. They're more the kind of me after a Toby Carvery. Barely able to walk. So yeah, there's lots of zipping about the city. They bring in the military. They want to destroy everything. And it leads Chase to discover that there's actually a infected supply of the Zombrex, which is turning them all into zombies. So it's kind of piecing the pieces together to try and find out where this bad supply came from and who's actually involved in doing it. It's also quite a funny film as well. You'd think that it's just a straight B-movie zombie flick. It kind of feels at times like a bit of RoboCop and Starship Troopers, because every now and again the scenes intercut to like a newsroom where there's this guy, Frank West, who's a successful author and a survivor of one of the previous zombie outbreaks. And it's tongue-in-cheek. He's got banter between him and the news reporter, the female news reporter, and some of the banter that they have is actually really funny, and I did actually laugh out loud quite a few times. There's also a bit of like Shaun of the Dead style comedy as well, throwing a traffic cone on top of a zombie's head, which was quite funny. There was one scene which kind of got me thinking, oh my god, it was a zombie walking around with one of those, you know, those baby straps on the front where you stick your baby in. Well, he was walking around with the baby dangling out and he was eating the baby as he was walking. So yeah, it's a really entertaining film. Really surprised by it. Towards the middle of the film, it also takes another turn because there's this outlaw biker gang turns up. Very Mad Max style, even like masks and the way they act. It's like straight out of a Mad Max movie. And they start harassing the humans and the zombies. And they pretty much stay with it until right to the end of the film. Even the lead guy of the motorcycle gang has a main part, you know, in the end of the film. So it was actually really, really entertaining. Quite fast paced. A little bit slow, maybe in the middle for about 10 minutes or so. But they needed a breather. But yeah, I really enjoyed it actually. Way better than I thought it was. I did have a look on IMDb, and apparently there is a sequel to Dead Rising Watchtower. It's called Dead Rising Endgame, which I think was made the following year. So I'm going to have to seek that out because I want to see where the story goes. Even though Endgame wasn't rated as much as Watchtower, which I believe Watchtower got about 5.5, I think, on IMDb. I actually thought it was a really entertaining film. The picture quality is really good, really clean. Sometimes you can tell the CGI blood splatter, you know, when an axe gets wielded into somebody and it just spurts up everywhere. There's some good scenes, some funny scenes. There's a zombie clown, zombie police officers. There's also lots of use of things like axes, chainsaws, baseball bats, a bit of Negan action. And I think actually at one point, I think I saw a zombie killed with a Flymo strimmer. I might have been mistaken, but that's what it looked like to me. But yeah, the picture quality is really good, nice and crisp, nice and clean, no grain. Sound was good. DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 did actually upscale it to Neuro, and the sound was really good. Dialogue was crisp, lots of use of the surrounds with zombies growling behind and things blowing up, airplanes flying over, and just the general atmospherics of the whole sound system. Really good, actually. The film does have a couple of extras, including the Weapons of Dead Rising Watchtower, the Epic Oneer, and the Making of Bonzo Zombie Clown, which features at the beginning of the film and a little bit throughout the film. But yeah, I really had a lot of fun with it. Way better than I give it credit for, way better than I thought it was going to be. So I'm actually quite impressed, because looking at it, looks like a typical cheap Poundland bin, low budget, crappy effects type movie, but it was entertaining. Okay, so what am I going to do with Dead Rising Watchtower? Is it going to go in the bin, the recycling bin, or is it actually going to go on the shelf? Well, it's actually going to go on the shelf to keep. I know. Who would have thought it? Yes, it might not be up there with Shaun of the Dead 28 Days Later or World War Z or The Walking Dead, but for what it was, for the quid or the £2 it was a really entertaining zombie film. So how would I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to give it 6.5 neck biters. Yes, 6.5 out of 10. It's not up there with the best of the zombie movies, but a very entertaining 2 hours. Kept me entertained, didn't bore me. Funny moments, lots of action, and just an entertaining 2 hours. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. Something better than I thought it was going to be. Fantastic. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. Don't get zombified. Bye everyone.